We are back. Parcel drop Monday morning, and we have a new bag unlocked. Look at this, the green IKEA bag. So, what's been happening? Sorry, I've been a little bit missing from the parcel drop, especially last week. Honestly, I had quite a bit going on. I ain't gonna lie, a few days was wet and cold, and I drove and dropped off the parcels. So maybe I could have done the episode sitting in the car, but we all know it ain't the same. And already we've got Aura following the parcel drop. She wants to know what I'm up to. She probably wants some food. We'll sort that when we get back. Wonder how long she's going to follow me for this time, because last time she kept coming. A bit cold, bit wet. And doing it in the car is just not the same, is it? She's still here. Right, okay, so let me talk a little bit about this weekend, which really opened up my eyes to a number of things, really. And it's kind of a reminder for me about why I do this, why I started it in the first place, why I want to continue doing it. And yeah, so Friday we went out, Leanne and I went out to London for the day. She organised a lovely day for us in London for Valentine's Day, and that was really nice actually, just to have a day off from the business and to actually just spend some quality time together, stress-free and all that good stuff. So that's what we've done on Friday. And then this weekend we went to my brother's down in Exmouth, and there was lots of things that really kind of made me reflect and think on where things are with me, the business, and life in general, really. Sorry about that, I just paused to make sure the mic was on. So yeah, when I was down there with them at the weekend, just the feeling of being present for me was super strong. So our little niece is down there, and every time we travel down, I always reflect and think to myself, God, she's growing up so quick, like young children do. And it really pushes home to me more how I'm missing that aspect. I'm missing seeing her grow up. And I've mentioned it on the channel before, we have desires and plans to actually move down that way, be closer to him. Because when we had children, I grew up with my cousins and was really close to my cousins, and I want that same for our children and for her as well, to actually grow up with her cousins. Anyway, so lots of reflection over the weekend, and I was thinking to myself, why did I start reselling? So I think for the new people who might not know, I was made redundant during COVID from my reselling job and decided to give this a go, so straight into full time. But why did I not just go back into another recruitment job? What was it? Because I was in a fairly paid job. I had built up 6, 7 years, 8 years of recruitment experience. So effectively in a recruitment job, you can't just walk into a new company. But there was something that stopped me doing that. And sometimes I look back and think to myself, that would have been a lot easier than trying to do this, for sure. But there was a reason I'd done this, and it's for the enjoyment as well. And I get it, yeah, you have to treat it as a full-time job if you want full-time results. I'm with that 100%. But I also want to enjoy it. I don't want to wake up every day and feel like it's Groundhog Day, you know? And this weekend opened up my eyes to actually learning to love this again, because it shouldn't feel like a mundane task every single day of the week, I believe, my opinion. And when I'm listing like 10 to 15 a day, it shouldn't feel like a stress, you know. When you get up to higher numbers, I completely agree, it probably is a bit more stressful, but We'll talk more after the bridge. So yeah, reselling can be very judgmental, I find, and you know, I've been guilty of this in the past for sure, by trying to tell other people how to do it. And this is the way you must do it. If you don't do it this way, you're not going to be successful. And I'm kind of at the stage now in my life where I'm okay with not being as successful as the next person. I'm actually okay with that at this stage. And if it means I don't earn as much as the next person, then I need to be okay with that, because I personally in my life right now do not want to put 16 to 20 hours a day into working. Because when I was in recruitment, that was my life, and it made me unhappy. It made me ill. And this weekend was a crazy reminder about you can work to a certain level and your success is only defined by you and your happiness and the way you feel you are successful. If you do not feel you are successful enough, you need to make the change. You need to push more. But it's no point worrying about what the next person's doing. There's no point you guys worrying about what I'm doing in that sense with my business, because it doesn't affect you at the end of the day. And I feel a lot of this has come from just kind of looking at and hearing people who want to work 22 hours a day and seeing people who don't want to work 22 hours a day. And at the end of the day, we're all the same person, really. Yes, they've got more money in the bank, potentially. You know, there's people who probably work 22 hours a day who think they're working 22 hours a day and they're not. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter, does it? Really? So yeah, it kind of made me reflect this weekend, and I felt super present with people this weekend. And I wasn't on my phone sending offers. I wasn't replying to messages. And it was nice, and look, I'm not saying this is the way forward. I'm not giving people advice. I just talk about me and what I do. But I think at my stage there's also other things in my life to me that are now more important than the pound note. And that's just where I am, I guess. Some people will watch this video and be like, oh, yes, he's defeated. He's shit. Yeah, I'm shit. That's okay. Other people might relate to it a bit more and feel like, yeah, do you know what? I should be more present. And there's going to be people who say, I work 20 hours a week and I'm still present. I get it. This is not a dig at anyone, not an insult. I don't want no reaction videos. Bill, I'm looking at you. Dungeons and Joy Pads, Bill. 2 reaction videos so far on my video. Don't do a third, Bill. Don't make it a hat trick. Nah, jokes aside, Bill's a good guy. I think he was a little bit worried on the first video that he had pissed me off because I had removed my Instagram before the video went out, by the way. And he thought I blocked him, but no. He actually done quite a good open review to it, to be honest. So yeah, not a dig at anyone. It's just what I want to do, and do you know what? I'm at the point in my life now where I'm going to do what I want to do, and it's great because I'm hitting the point as well where I don't care about people's opinions. The only opinions I care about are mine and the people I love, and that's it. And that's the way it's going to be moving forward. So where am I going to take this now? I'm kind of going to continue the way I'm doing it, but I'm also going to open my world back up. So I'm meeting up on Thursday with Jamie Dodger at the car boot, and we're going to buy some non-clothing items again. I want to make this journey fun again. And until you're listing 20 a day, I believe you can pick up a bit more of a variation of stuff, really. Does it mean we're stopping clothes? No, absolutely not. But I'm just going to look for the money, and that's the way I'm going to do it now. So, bit of a ramble one today. I'll share a picture. Even at the weekend, we played Capture the Flag, and I'll share a picture up here. This is what it's all about for me these days. Well, I'm going to enjoy it. We've arrived.